Hey there, Jordan from Vanco here. In this video, we'll share 9 clever offering messages to help congregants see the big picture about how their generosity truly makes changes in the church and the community. But first, there's one thing you need to do before passing the plate around. Get your relationship with money right. Money is a touchy subject in any circumstance, and it can be uncomfortable to talk about. But if you're going to stand in front of a room full of people or Zoom worshipers from around the world, you have to be grounded with your relationship with money and where the money of these generous practitioners is going. Once you're aligned with these reasons for asking for money, your congregants will likely be much more aligned with giving. With that out of the way, let's talk about some clever messaging you can use when it's time to pass the plate. Number 1, we now accept. People are carrying less cash and expect to pay for things digitally. Make it easy for them to pay through modern technology. Set up online giving to help them give during a virtual service. By posting a QR code for offering in various places, you'll find congregants were already willing to give. Number 2, connect to the big picture. Yes, you need offerings to take care of maintaining the church and operations, but the idea of paying for someone else is nowhere in the realm of inspiring when people have their bills and finances to worry about. Remind your congregation of the missions you're carrying out in the community and give it specific examples of individuals or organizations who have been touched by the grace and generosity of the church. None of that would be possible if you were unable to maintain church operations and upkeep, but the emotion and the why are what will move people to give. Number 3, remind them where their wealth came from. Without the grace and glory of God, none of our success would be possible. By giving back to where it came from, it's a way to honor the gifts of God and the faith that He will continue to provide. Number 4, making way for more blessings. Ultimately, by tithing to the church, congregants are building the capacity to create more blessings among each other for the church and the community. By giving a financial blessing to the church, those blessings will be returned in ways even more powerful. Number 5, testimonials. Sharing real testimonials of how the generosity of offerings has benefited an individual, an organization, or the community as a whole gives tangible proof to your congregants that their tithing does make a difference. Even better, it creates the emotional connection that people often need to give and donate joyfully. Number 6, give reports on projects. If there are church-related projects you've been working on, let the congregation know where they stand, what to expect in the future, and what the church needs to get over the finish line. Again, basic maintenance projects are hardly inspiring. So make sure you tie the projects back with how it allows you to serve in the community. Number 7, let money be an ongoing conversation in your church. Find ways to encourage the connection between faith and finances in other conversations through your church. Whether it's in your sermons, forums, Bible study, or an additional opportunity. If receiving God's gifts is a thing to be celebrated, then the stigma and shame that so many people carry around receiving and giving money need to be shown in a different light. Number 8, follow up with additional asks after worship service. Members don't always make it to every Sunday service. In fact, members across many churches attend worship services less often than they did a decade ago. That's why it's so important to make additional requests outside worship services. Number 9, one way to request giving outside of traditional services is through the use of a giving appeal. These appeals can be made by email, mail, or both. If you're looking to get started with giving appeals, our team drafted up a resource that covers every giving appeal letter you could use. All you have to do to access them is click on the link in the video description.